Ma'am, I'm starting.
Okay.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is visible.
Okay. So, good evening, ma'am. Myself is Shoiz Datta. I'm a student from MCA final semester, and this is today I am demonstrating my final semester project report or project. So, my project is basically this is my project title is basically on identifying different good type of insects found in the agricultural field. That is a natural way of a pest control. Okay, usually we use pesticides in our agricultural field, and this is the way how we can avoid using use of those harmful chemicals in our agricultural field. So my project basically involves two things. One is machine learning, another is some IoT implementation. The extended part I will demo it later. So this is my project title, and the problem statement is basically what I am focusing here: pest control in natural way. So use of pesticides kills good insects. We should know that in agricultural field we have the good insects beside the bad insects also. So if we can preserve those good insects, basically those good insects actually hunts those bad insects. So if we can preserve those good insects in the field, so naturally they will kill those bad insects, and in that way we can implement the natural pest control mechanism. Okay, so our problem is basically our farmer friends do not not very much aware about how to identify those good insects in the field. Okay, so we are basically trying to give them a way how they could identify with the help of technology those good insects so that they can limit the use of pesticides over their field. So this is my problem statement. Unawareness about natural phenomenon, unawareness about plant diseases. There is a part where we can get the disease of the plants, and unawareness about how advanced technology can help them to restrict to limited the use of pesticides. Next, this is the project scope as I have scaled out. So there is a fundamental research work was done by me with some other respected person. That was basically on taxonomical identification of some insects. The insects group was model aphid predator Neuroptera. Okay, the research paper already published in this journal, and the work was done on January to May in this time period. On the basis of that research work, I am executing this whole project. This whole project is basically taking up these three scopes, 2, 3, and 4. In the point 2, I have to develop a web portal, and the web portal is live currently. The name is Lacewings of West Bengal.in. This web portal is basically helping the taxonomical classification here. And in the next part, I am developing a mobile application. I'm giving the name as Pharma Print, which will basically give you the identification process using the mobile camera. If you take a picture with the help of the camera, it will automatically identify whether the insect is good or bad by implementing a machine learning algorithm behind it, image classification, and the farmers will get immediately know that the insect is good or bad. And the next, implementing a plan for IoT infrastructure, which will automatically identify whether the insects are present, good insects are present in the field, or the bad insects are present in the field. This classification will be done automatically. Uh, and if there is any bad insects, then the farmer can activate some measurement which was deployed in the field on the field to repel those bad insects. So this was the complete project scope in the current scenario. As far the feasibility is concerned, I have introduced the SWOT analysis. The some part of this project has been already endorsed by government. So this is our main advantage or strength in this project. And as far the feasibility is concerned, we have analyzed from different perspective. It is feasible, and it can be implemented throughout the country. This is basically the project timeline. As I told you earlier also, that January May was the main research project was done. After that, this according to this timeline, on 14th August I have submitted my project. A small team was grouped by me. Some of my friends helped me during this project, basically in testing. So this is these are the team members. So protecting agricultural plant is necessary. We all know that that can be done with pesticides, but we do not know that that can also be done in natural way without pesticides. So my project is currently demonstrating how we can do that thing. This is a plant, and these are some good insects which will uh, protect this plant from the harmful insects. So currently, these four insects are my interest. Means these are good insects. I have to identify these insects, whether these insects are present on the field. If they are present on the field, then our plants are automatically protected by nature. These are the names of these insects. This this is the name of the insects, Neuroptera, basically the species name. And these Neuroptera insects, you cannot. This is not available all over the world. Few countries and continents you can find this. In our subcontinent, we have 30% of the total amount we can found in our subcontinent. And in this respect, we have also a chance for exporting this technology or these insects to some other countries where these they are not found. detecting a plant disease is a great thing. So by looking at the plant, the person who do not aware about the plant diseases will not be able to identify whether the plant have taken the diseases. But our machine learning algorithm, you can take the picture of the plant, and the algorithm will tell you whether the plant is getting the disease or not. 15 to 25% of the total overall crop over the world has been lost due to these plant diseases. We can reduce to that 3 to 5% throughout the year. So we can increase the production by natural treatment of pest control. We do not need to use that chemical pesticides. This is the web portal we have developed during this period. This is live, and this is the mobile application that I have developed for the identification purpose. This is the dashboard. If you can see insect, disease, and field, and this insect, if you click this insect, you will get a section like this where you can take the picture of the insect. It will tell you in this way whether it is a good insect or bad insect. If you select this disease, then you will get this middle one. It will identify using the machine learning whether the plant get infected by some viruses or some bacteria. And the last one is the IoT devices. Some sensors have been implemented on the field. Those sensors will give the data, and as per the data, some status signal will be shown on the screen. And using this activate button, you can activate the actuators that has been deployed on the field. So in short, this is the application, mobile application. So as per the conclusion, I can conclude in my project in this way, that the project gives a chemical-free pest control mechanism involving technology. We have to serve the society by following the nature. And as per my speculation, these are the future scope of my project. I have to do these things due to shortage of timing. I am not able to explain all these things, but I have some idea how can I adopt these things. So these are some good insects. The left one is the bad insects. There are plenty. I have just taken these 4 images of good and bad insects. Now, future is smart farming. We all know that. How can we implement the smart farming? By implementing different types of sensors on the field, and we can use the drone that is already been in my future scope. That we can use the drone for surveillance purpose. We can use the mobile application for data analysis, taking the data from the field, um, and we can use some robots and automated tractors over the field. So smart farming is all we know. I introduce happy farming also. That when our crops are happy, when our fields are happy, when our farmers are happy, we as a consumer or the society members are also become happy. And with that note, I want to conclude my presentation. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Saurish. That was excellent. Exactly, I believe you took 10 minutes, correct?
Is it okay,
Yes,
ma'am?
yes, ma'am. 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes
I
exactly.
have to do a little more practice, ma'am.
Yeah, let us wait. I think so. 7 minutes is what they have informed, but I
Yes.
don't know whether all can finish explaining within 7 minutes. I also feel sorry for that. Maybe if it is extended to 10 minutes, fine. Well and good. This is fine. Now here the questions what can be asked. That's what Maria was asking here. What is
Yes.
the testing done in your project? What are the various testing have you done on your project?
You are asking me, ma'am?
Yes, Saurish.
Yes. So first, the testing is done for the mobile application, whether my algorithm are capable enough to find out, identify the right insects and giving the right name. So I can say that it is almost over 90% to 95%. The algorithms are working accurately to identifying the diseases and the insects.
Okay. To my question, what are the various testing? You know that
Yeah, unit testing, each individual units. When I
modules.
have completed modules, I have completed. I personally tested, and then I told you that I created a small team. I sent those things to my friends. They have tested on their mobile and on the platform. So
Okay.
unit testing. After that, when they give me the feedback, I integrate those things, and I completed my integration testing. That integration testing is also sent over to my friends, and they tested the whole. So in that way, I perform testing in my
Okay.
project.
Now, sorry. Now, when we are discussing about your project, is there any existing projects available in a similar way? And then did you uh, consider that as your base project, and then did you start, or how is it? Is it a novel project which is exactly extremely new or unique?
Yes, ma'am. In India, this is completely new, and in USA, TAMU, which is Texas University, I think they have initiated in their own country, within their own country, to identify this kind of insects. But the identification by means of machine learning and implementing the IoT is completely new. Means identification of these insects using mobile application, machine learning algorithm, and implementing IoT deployment of IoT infrastructure over the field is completely new.
Okay, so did you refer that as your base project, and then you developed your model, or is it yours is your completely unique and novel?
No, ma'am. That that classification, that taxonomical classification, is the research part that was these insects are very localized. Means the type of insects you found in India is not you will found in Europe. Okay, so their classification is different. Our classification is different. So we have
In
made the
that way,
classification.
in that way, yours is a novel approach, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Yeah, fine. Then what are the other future implementation? I saw that IoT and all those. Can you just explain that? List out your future scope.
Yes, ma'am. Just 1 minute.
No. This is Viva. No, you need not present it. You have to answer the Viva questions.
Yes.
Yes.
In future scope, I have planned that I just take that only four type of insects, right? So those four type of insects are related to paddy fields, means the fields for wheats and rice. So my plan is to go for the whole set of species for the agricultural field. Means I want to cover the whole agricultural field, whether it is a vegetable, whether it is a paddy field, whether it is something else. Okay, so it is the first and foremost thing that I have to do. And the second one is I have to consider the whole set of plant diseases in my application, so that my application can identify any type of plant diseases that is currently available in, especially in our country. So these are the two primary things I have planned to do in future, very short future, not very long. Okay, and the next one is about the smart farming. I will try to implement those. Basically, these are the proposal to a government body, that our proposal is to implement those smart farming technologies over the fields, so that we can get the predictions, get the data out of the field. This part is not means this is actually a proposal. This is going to be actually a proposal, because the IoT implementation needs lots of money backup also. So these are the future scope I have planned for my
Now,
project.
when I ask you the limitations of your project, can you list a few?
Yes, ma'am. So first limitation is that I have considered only four type of insects that are found in paddy field. The rest of the agricultural field, agriculture is a very vast thing. So rest of the things have been untouched. And the next limitation is I have considered only a few types of plant diseases that are available for a few types of plants. So I am not considering here the whole set of plant diseases. So that is another again a limitation. And the third one is that uh, due to the shortage of time, I have not get any chance to practically implement the IoT devices that I found. I have designed the circuit, I have tested it in my own in place, but I am not able to implement in the real practical field, agricultural field. So I can consider that is a limitation in my project now.
Now we'll also have this question like, what type of machine learning algorithm have you used? If I ask, can I say, is it a supervised or unsupervised now?
It is a supervised, because the total set of classification, taxonomical classification data we have in our hand
Yes.
from that fundamental research work. So it is a completely supervised learning, image classification type of.
Yes. Fine. That is how the Viva will go. Maria, did you understand now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
think yes, Savresh, you are, every week I speak to you. I know all the corners of your project, so I know how what will be your answer also.
Thank
Maria
you.
is also available every time. Now, is Maria ready to present something? I don't think your PPT is ready, but then good, you
Yeah.
attend this session. I hope
Yeah.
you got some idea and you will be ready for the Viva next week.
Sure, ma'am. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
all the best.
I'll be
All
ready.
the best. Yeah.
Yeah. I have one question, ma'am. So here we cannot present our project live, right?
No, see, let us be waiting. Like, what are they trying to ask? No, guide me, or I'm waiting for the instructions from the coordinator. What are they trying to ask the students? Immediately, as soon as I receive the guidelines, I will post it in our WhatsApp group immediately.
Yeah.
Because I don't think everyone WhatsApp means, I think you all will see immediately.
Yes.
Whatever I receive, I will immediately post it to you guys.
Okay, ma'am.
As of now, 7 minutes is what I am informed. You get
Okay.
ready for with the PPT. That's it, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else? Any other doubts? I think someone came in. I thought I have to ask him. Immediately vanished. I saw one new member in this meeting. Did you anyone notice that name?